Tomorrow night, we're having an introduction to pranic healing. I know a lot of you keep hearing me talking about it. I refer to it as far as the chakras are concerned, how energy flows, because it acts as a foundation. A lot of people say, hey, I'm not a healer. It's as simple as this. Whether you're a healer or not, your body's healing. Perfect. In other words, if your body does not know how to repair itself somehow, you'd be dead, right? So there must be some mechanism that allows that energy that is in the environment to be absorbed by your body through your food, through your vitamins, the air you breathe, and so on and so on. There must be some mechanism and some principle that govern it. And so what panicking does, it gives you let's just say, the details, how to harness this energy, okay? And from there, once you understand that, you can apply it towards improving your relationship, improving your health, increasing your prosperity energy, and spirituality. Okay, so that's tomorrow night. Doesn't cost you anything. Just go to mastercode.org. You have to register. It's not going to be open to the public because, we don't want a bunch of people who got nothing else to do but criticize. We want people who want to learn, so it's going to be a closed room. All right? Because you always have people who think they know everything. Their life is a mess anyway. They just like to talk. That's why if you look at the lecture we had the other day on Monday, noisy outside, empty inside. People who don't know a lot compensate by yakking and yakking. So we don't want those people. They can go find another teacher who's more patient. I'm not. But if you're interested, again, tomorrow night, doesn't cost you anything. We just need to have you register. Just go to mastercode.org. And from there, if you want to take the classes, they're available all over the world. All right. So today, I was searching through the stuff I've been studying, and something very interesting. Yesterday, I was just watching a short documentary on Bruce Lee. Woo! Okay, you guys know that. All right. Anyway, he said something very interesting. At least it's attributed to him, okay? Sometimes you say this quote, that quote, we just assume it's his. He says, do not fear the person who practices 1,000 kicks. Kicks. All right. Be afraid or fear the person who's done one kick 1,000 times. Let's do this again. Do not fear or don't fear a person who's practiced 1,000 kicks, like 1,000 different kicks. They're like, oh man, I got all these 1,000 different kicks, this way, that way, whatever. Don't fear that dude. He's no big deal. But fear the guy who does one kick and it's practiced it 1,000 times. Now, why am I using this as an example? Because oftentimes, we have a tendency to get easily distracted with things that are shiny. Oh, I'm doing this meditation. It's so powerful. Wait, what are you doing? Oh, you stand on your head, you chant this mantra, you become enlightened. Oh, I want to do that. And while you're still in the process of doing that, oh, there's another mantra that came from whatever planet. In other words, we get so distracted, and then you're going to have people like, I know every culture, religion, every this and every that. Look at their life, it's still a mess. You know why? They don't really know it. They know of it. You see the difference? There's a difference between knowing something and knowing something about it. Something. Get the idea? So when I was studying and meditating a little bit on what that quote attributed to Bruce Lee is, there are a lot of people who claim to know so much, but they know little pieces of here and there. It's not being applied. So it's just like somebody says, yeah, I have all these different meditation techniques from every culture, and I just pick the one that's applicable. That's great. Have you practiced each one of them at least 100 times? No? Then it doesn't matter. You're too harsh. Do you know how many people I've seen last 30-some years doing this work? They claim to be an expert. And I've known people who are not experts. They take one technique that works and they've been practicing it for decades. Guess who is progressing? Yep, the second guy. Yeah, I always use this example that happened many years ago. We were in a spiritual retreat, our Hatha Yoga retreat. And there's this person, while we're setting up for Grand Master Cho's our Hatha Yoga retreat, there's this person with a back pain. One of the students had back pain. Well, if you've taken pranic healing, back pain is one of the easiest things to help people with. In fact, that's what we do in the class. We pair you up. Okay, ask your partner if they have some form of pain, unless it's something severe. Usually, simple back pain Even the person who does not know what the heck they're doing, they wave their hands in the air a few times. Did that really improve? It's that simple, okay? Of course, it depends on the severity. So this person was having back pain, one of the volunteers. So I asked another volunteer, I said, I still remember her name, but I don't want to say it. Could you please help him out? Because, he's having back pain, and I'm in the middle of setting this up because Grandmaster Joe is coming in a few hours for the class. So I was doing everything. In a peripheral vision, I noticed this person's just standing there. She's just standing there. And finally I said, I thought my instructions weren't clear or she didn't hear me. Could you help him out, please? Oh, yeah, okay. And then I just do my thing again. And before you know it, I'm going, she's still not doing anything. So finally I said, can you please, he's in pain. She goes, well, this is a direct quote. Well, I know 27 different healing modalities. I don't know which one to use. I'm normally very kind and courteous. I said, I'll take care of it. I know one technique. How do you feel? Okay, good. Okay, let's go. It's like, I don't claim to know everything, but whatever one thing I know better than anybody else. Which one is able to create results? Exactly. She could have, in that time, she's trying to figure it out, what technique, what dimension, what energy, what frequency, whatever crap she's going through her head. In that time, she's processing and thinking in her confusion. If she just applied, how do you feel? That person would have been, his pain would have been alleviated. Is that too direct for you? Exactly. It's that simple. So it goes back to the virtue, constancy of aim and effort, and non-laziness. If you break it down, constancy of aim, in other words, you always know what your target is. That's constancy. Effort means you keep moving in that direction. Okay? Now, oftentimes we get easily distracted. So we have constancy of many aims, and our efforts are all over the place. I say we because I'm guilty of that too. The teacher always has to remind me, focus on the teachings. Yeah, but I want to know, and I fell into this trap before, and some of you might too. I want to know all the different healing modalities in the world so I can help people when these needs. I want to be able to have this repertoire of 1,000 techniques, so whoever comes to me, I can help them. Noble. Simple question. How much time would it take for you to learn all these different techniques? That's part one. Part two, how much time would it take and effort for you to dive deep enough in all these different techniques to make it yours? Good point. Right? Why do you think when you go to university, you have general education? General education is give you a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. After that, what do? You go into your major. That's why it's called a major. Major as in, you look at people who are successful in anything, everything from nutrition to spirituality to whatever specialization you're talking about, health, relationships, spirituality. People who are truly successful and effective, they're almost obsessed. Translation. Sacrifices have to be made in order to be successful in the one thing. That's one of the reasons why we always recommend that book, The One Thing by Gary Keller and I think something Papasan. I just remember Papasan. Sounds Japanese, but he's not Japanese. The one thing. Focus. That's why I really love that Zen story. There's several versions of it. This student comes over to a teacher. Teacher, sensei, guru, whatever word, because it's different versions from different cultures, right? They adapt the same story to that different culture. Sensei, guru, sifu, I want to be enlightened. Okay, come over. There's a big bucket, big vat of water. You want to be enlightened? Grab his head, puts it in the water. The students go. Just before the guy dies, he pulls it up. What do you desire the most? The student says air. The teacher says, if you desire enlightenment as much as you desire air, you will achieve it. What's the point? Focus. So going back to what Bruce Lee said, fear not the person who does 1,000 different kicks. They're sitting and go, I'm doing this kick, that kick, that kick. You just slap them, they're down. But the person who practiced that one kick 1,000 times, oh, you better be aware of that guy, because that person knows that technique well. Now, I'm not telling you guys to go fight. Come on, you're more mature than that, right? Because some of you, it's surprising that some people, to say it kindly, they're so stuck in their own perceptions and bubbles, they don't see what we're trying to tell them. I'm not saying you guys go fight, because they usually people come, yeah, but we're supposed to practice kindness. These people, go find another teacher, don't waste my time. My point, if you want to be successful in anything, you don't need to know everything about it. You just need to know what is relevant to your objective and practice the heck out of it. That's it. It's that simple. You know, when I do my exercises, I work out, I don't know every variation of a bicep curl. I don't know every variation of chest press and whatever other technique. I don't know all of it. You know what I know? I try to figure out of all the bicep techniques, which one is the most effective one. In other words, most amount of effect in the shortest amount of time possible. That's where I take my time to study it. Once I know it, I just do one or two and practice the heck out of it. Same thing with meditation. Do you realize how many meditational techniques there are in the universe? Well, let's not forget, talk about Europe. In the world? Countless. If you want to learn all of them in order to experience enlightenment, you'd be way back there where the one dude just knows one technique is already over there. You know, there are monks. I remember I know this because that was my problem. I went to my teacher, Master Chok Sui, many years ago. Master, teach me this, teach me that, you know. And he goes, look at me, you have so many techniques. Yes, Master, but the more techniques I know, I can evolve faster. And he was very kind. He says, look, count yourself lucky. Be grateful. You know, there are many yogis in India. They only will know one technique. The guru probably gave him one mantra, one particular technique, maybe the meditation on the blue light, or somebody, just one technique, and they practice this for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. And in that process, they already experience many levels of illumination and enlightenment. And that just kind of slapped me back into reality. Go, yeah, come to think of it, how much have I really practiced what I know? How much have I really practiced? That's why in Arhatic Yoga, some of you know this because you've taken the classes, and you know, in order to go from there's several levels: preparatory level, level 1, level 2, and up, right? He goes, I know, it's one of those things you want to entice us to keep us in there and make more money. Okay, hear me out. So there's preparatory level, and there are 4 meditations: meditation to the hearts, meditation of blue pearl, Kundalini yoga, and Arhatic Dhyan. Okay, and certain variations of it. And you have to practice certain techniques like blue triangle and inner reflection from resolution. There's a bunch of techniques that's built into the system. And you're given a schedule, or I'm always reminded when I go to the United Kingdom, schedule. So you're given a schedule or a schedule. Okay, day 1, day 2, every day for the 7 days, you have a certain schedule of what you're supposed to do. And after 1 year of practicing that, you can apply. Here's the key word: apply for level 1. And some of you are going, what do you mean by apply? Apply means you fill out a form. How many times have you practiced each one? Once a week, once every 10 days, once every 3 months, whatever it is. And then what are your positive experiences, negative experiences? And then whoever is processing it will scan your aura and chakras to see if it shows the effect of your practice. So in other words, don't lie yourself out of it. It doesn't work. From there, you're either approved to take level 1 or not, or we just call it deferred. Now think about it. Why don't we want to take your money? right? Because for us to approve you, when you're not ready, you have not practiced what you learned, doesn't do you any good. More energy, more crap comes out. That's how Arhatic Yoga level works. We try to do it in such a way, okay, have you practiced enough? Because without that constancy, aim, and effort, it doesn't work. It's just we try to apply it specifically for spiritual development. That's it. Same thing in Pranic healing. We have a certification program. How do we do a certification program? Some modalities, you take a class, you're certified. Yeah, you're certified that you've taken it. The question is, can you do anything with it? So the way we do our certification is you have to pass a test of 100 questions. Now, if you screw that one up, you're doomed because it's open book. If you can't do that, I don't know about that, all right? That's the first part. Second part, you have to have 25 case reports. A case report is basically, these are the people you worked on, what are their ailments, what are their problems. These are the results that have 80-90% improved, all documented. So that means to get 25 approved, you probably have to do 100 of them. And you have to follow them over a period of time. Once you've done that, okay, that's the first level of certification. Then the next level of certification, you need an additional 50 cases. Next level of certification, a few hundred. I did not get my title because I took a class. I didn't get my title for giving, X amount of dollars. I got my title because I gave at least 10 years of my life. I'm not bragging. I'm just letting you know those are the standards Grandmaster Cho has used for pranic healing because he noticed too many people, they're spiritual shopping. They're spiritual shopping. They just jump from one thing to the other. They don't really know much. They just like to talk and say, oh, I've done this, I've done that. Whether they've actually done it or not, well, that's a different story. Clear? So, constancy of aim and effort. I know some of you go, I come here for a spiritual teaching, not to be hit in the head. Bye. Go somewhere else. I only want practitioners, students, whatever you want to call them, that are serious. Because people who are not serious, they don't value anything. They don't value anything. They don't absorb it. They don't practice it. Then it's a complete waste of time. True? Not true. Simple question. How many books do you have on your shelf? Have you read all of them? Probably not. The ones you keep going back to, why? Because they're valuable to you. Because you get something out of it. And how well do you know that subject? Much better than any of them, right? Same thing. You're not expected to know everything in the universe. You just need to know things that are important, relevant to your life and the lives of others, at least in that particular context, and know it better than anybody else. That's it. If your expertise is underwater basket weaving, but you're the best one at it, man, you could be a cajillionaire on YouTube. Right? Think about it. There are kids out there, I can't tell you how many I've watched on the YouTube thing that talks about, this kid or this man or this woman, they do something really far and weird. I'm making that stuff up, like underwater basket weaving or whatever. Man, they had millions of followers, and then, they say, hey, this guy makes X amount of dollars, or this kid makes $10 million a year. I'm going, doing what? Well, they know toys, so they review toys for other kids. Man, are they rocket scientists? No. They don't know. Do they know everything about everything in the universe? No. They just know their toys, and nobody can screw around with their toys because they're the pro at it. Exactly. Focus. Clear? Focus, focus, focus. And I'm sharing that with you because intuitively, I use that term because a lot of you like to use it. Intuitively, I got to get a download. I don't use those words. You know why? It's basically I know because it came through. That's it, period. from personal experience as well as feedback from people. Plus, my teacher is kind enough, even though he's not physically here, to kind of drop a few gems into my head. Here's my point. A lot of people have good intentions. We talked about that a few days ago, about intention. The intention needs follow through. So if you have 1,000 different intentions, the ability to follow through on all of them is almost zero, unless you're an immortal that can live forever, at least in your physical form, right? So you have X amount of time given to you in this earthly life, so you have to prioritize what is truly important and what is urgent in that particular field. And you pour your entire consciousness on it. That's how you become successful. Now, one reason, not the only reason, one of the reasons why we're doing Anchor the Light meditation 6 times a week, somebody just reminded me, do you realize you've done over 400 or 500 meditations since it started? Go, wow, that's a lot. Yeah, it is a lot. One of the reasons we're doing it is to give you, at least most of you, a certain ritual or routine to keep meditating. So just in case you still don't have that focus, as you keep practicing, because you want to follow, you're doing this at a certain time, guess what happens? You're already practicing constancy of aim and effort without trying, because you're following a certain ritual. That's it, right? So I hope that helps. And I always end with this, like, if you feel it was too harsh for you, I'll give you my advance apologies. The intention is not to make you feel bad. The intention is to make you realize you're better. You're better than what you think you are. You just need to have clarity to know, yeah, that is it. Once I know it, I can apply. Because most people are oblivious. They don't know. They just, I want to do this, I want to do that. Just kind of meander all over the place. But once they have clarity, they go, I've been wasting my time. This is what I want. Boom. They focus. Okay? Now, of course, if you're a genius like Elon Musk, where he can do, what do they say? Most people will be lucky if they can do one impossible task. He has 5 going at the same time. Well, not too many people are as smart as that dude. But in our own way, we just have to focus on one thing good and pour everything in it. That's that. Okay? Constancy, aim, and effort. Forget that part of, don't put all your eggs in one basket. People like to quote that, and you look at their life, it's a mess. Initially, you want to be successful. It requires what? Focus. So in other words, put all your eggs in one basket, fill it up, and then take another basket, then fill it up, then pick up another basket and fill it up. If you pick up 5 baskets, number one, you cannot hold them. And if you spread all those baskets, most likely something will fall and break. Pick one basket, fill it, take it to the destination, pick another basket, fill it up, bring it to the destination. That's what you call success. And if I would recommend you get the book, The One Thing. And one thing that Gary Keller and Mr. Papasan said that really stuck in my head is success is sequential. Sequential, not parallel. In other words, you do one thing right, you go to the next one, do it right. Do the next thing, do it right. That's how you progress. And sometimes, oftentimes, certain things have to be put in the back burner in order to get things done. It's called sacrifice. No choice. You don't want it? Stay mediocre. You want to be successful in something? All in. That's it. To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers, personally to my teacher, Master Tokok Sui Mahagu Jumeling, we thank you for divine light, divine love. Thank you for your guidance, help, healing, and divine protection. We thank you in full faith. So it is. Okay, tap your crown. Put your hand like this. Just put your awareness on your crown, nothing else. Keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Just focus gently on your crown and silently repeat, I am that I am. I'm not the body, I'm not the emotions, I'm not the thoughts, I am the soul. I am a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power. I am that. The soul, the spiritual self. I am connected in one to my higher soul. I am connected in one to the divine spark within me. I am a child of God. I am one with God. I am one with all. There is only oneness. We are one. We are one. Be still. We are one. Now open your hands in blessing. Imagine the earth the size of a little ball in front of you. We will do Message Wakok Sui's meditation Twin Hearts. So be aware of your heart, be aware of your heart in your hands. Project beautiful pink light from your heart through your hands and bless your family. Your relatives and friends, people you work with. Let that beautiful stream of pink light just spread throughout your country, surrounding countries. Let it fill the entire earth. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Wherever there's hatred anywhere in the world, let me sow unconditional love. Where there's injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. Where there's doubt, let me sow faith. Where there's despair, let me sow hope. Just recall people you know who are still struggling with different parts of their life. Visualize their lives improving and getting better and better. Blessing them with continuous hope and with faith in a better life. So be it. Where there's darkness, let me sow light. Darkness is the absence of spiritual light. So when people are in darkness, they have an ignorance of who they really are, a being of spiritual light. And where there's sadness, let me sow a tremendous amount of joy. Be aware of your heart and your hands. Fill the earth with beautiful pink light. Blessing every person, every being with peace, with love, with the spirit of forgiveness, with hope and with faith, with light and joy. So be it. So be it. And so it is. Be still. Allow your heart to bloom with so much loving energy, and let that loving energy just pour through your hands and fill the entire earth. Now be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your crown. Exhale. Stay there. Your crown is filled with so much golden light. Let that golden light flow down from your crown to your hands and fill the earth. Just say, our hearts are one, our souls are one, our spirits are one. There's only oneness. From the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with love and kindness. Let my soul be filled with love and kindness. May every person, every being be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and divine peace. May all be blessed with peace, love, and kindness. So be it. Just be still and let the golden light continuously flow through you. Let that golden light just keep pouring and pouring through your entire being and bless the entire earth. Just take your time. May all be blessed, so be it. Now be aware of your heart and your crown. Take a deep breath. Exhale, imagine golden light even brighter than before pouring out of our hands and filling the earth. Bless your family, your relatives, your friends, people you work with. Let that golden light spread throughout the entire earth, in every dimension. From the center of the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with love and kindness. Let all be blessed with inner peace and inner healing. Let my soul be blessed with love and kindness, inner peace and inner healing. May every person, every being be blessed with goodwill and the willingness to do good. Blessings be to all. So be it, and so it is. May all be blessed without exception. May all be blessed. From the center of the heart of God, may all be blessed. Every person, every being, in the higher worlds, middle worlds, even the lower worlds, let every person, every being in every dimension and direction be blessed with unconditional love and kindness. Now be still. We'll trigger that frequency in every dimension. Just be receptive. Blessings be to all. Maintain your stillness and awareness. Lower your hands on your lap. Keep your eyes closed. Let your love and kindness radiate in every dimension and every direction now. Be still. Just let your consciousness expand in every direction. Just let it loose. Let the light within, that is you, radiate in every direction, in every dimension, now. Be still. Be aware of the inner stillness and the expansion simultaneously. And the unconditional love flowing through the entire universe. Just be receptive and let it radiate through you now. Let go, let things be, just let things happen. Will take you even higher. Just be receptive. Let go. You're like a droplet of light in this gigantic ocean of golden light. Let go. Gently, very, very slowly, very gently and slowly come back to your body. Gently move your fingers and your toes, gently and slowly come back. Raise your hands in blessing. We'll release the excess energies our bodies cannot absorb. Visualize the earth again in front of you with all the people you love, and fill them with golden light. May all of them be blessed with good health, with happiness, with prosperity, and spiritual connection and spiritual oneness. So be it. Bless your job, your career with success, progress, and advancement. So be it. Bless your country. There's so many of you who have been requesting blessings for your country. This is the time. Think of the places that need blessings. Harness the group energy. Pour that energy to blessing the United States, different parts of the world, blessing Africa, the Middle East, Central South America, Europe, Australia, New Zealand. There's so many places all over Asia. May all be blessed. Focus on the country that you had in mind. People have requested blessings for Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq, Venezuela, Colombia, Israel, China, Russia, Taiwan, Philippines, Indonesia, Australia. There's 200 some countries, I believe. Anyway, may all be blessed. God's blessings be with all. So be it. So be it. And so it is. Now be aware of your feet and the base of your spine. Project golden light down into the earth. Let our beloved Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. Blessings be to Mother Earth. So be it. Let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme One, Divine Father, Mother. Thank you. To all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Sokok Sui Mahaguji Meling, thank you in full faith. And so it is. All right. So I hope you enjoyed the meditation. That I was looking at it was like 44 minutes. No, I'm sorry, 15 minutes. 15-minute meditation. You go, hey, how come it felt intense? Well, that's what special sauce is for. We add special energy. And I like to hear if you give some feedback. If you felt it, you experienced it. Remember we said we'll take you to a higher frequency. Those are human words. But if you're sensitive, you would have felt something. Yeah, I'd like to hear what it is, if you experience it or not. All right. Other than that, we will see you tonight at, 7 hours and 15 minutes from now, give or take. And again, if you want to join us for the free, it doesn't cost you anything, Introduction to Pranic Healing, where we'll talk about how energy works, based on what I was taught by my teacher, and how you can use it for improving your health, your relationships, your finances, your spiritual connection. That's tomorrow night. Go register at mastercode.org. We'll make it simple. When you go there, it's the first whatever screen you see, just click it and you can register. Again, it's not open to everyone. Well, it's open to everyone, but we're not broadcasting it people who are not registered. We want to keep it in a closed room so I can speak freely. You know what that means, right? That means we'll pour mass amounts of information and we're going to practice. If you have someone who doesn't know anything about energy, they go, they'd be interesting. They go, I don't believe in that BS, blah, 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 whatever. Complete waste of time. So we're keeping it in a closed room, as you call it, for only people who register. You can be from any country, it doesn't matter. And afterwards, I'm letting you know this, afterwards, if you want to continue your journey on the healing path and spiritual path, Pranic Healing has Pranic Healing, Advanced Pranic Healing, Pranic Psychotherapy. There's a pathway you can take. You don't want it, doesn't matter. At least just from tomorrow's talk, you'll be able to have tools and techniques you can improve your life immediately. Okay? And if you want to take a class anywhere, it's all over the world. You just go, we'll give you a link that you can look for the center in your area to take the class. If you want to do it in the United States, we're teaching it here. We have certified instructors. I'll talk about that tomorrow too. But regardless, we just want you to have an experience of how this healing force and how you can harness it for your health, your relationships, actually everything in your life. All right? See you tonight and then also tomorrow night. Namaste, everyone. You all take care, and we'll see you later. God bless. Thank you. Bye.